Hi everyone! Today I would like to tell you about something that again is strange, absurd and not believable. You know, I hope you know, because you watched my previous videos, what I am going through as a human guinea pig forced in this role, even though apparently I am free. If you didn't watch the videos, I beg you to do it, because it is essential to understand what I am going to tell you now. So, in fact, I am a human guinea pig, a forced one, all the world knows it, and I am treated, even though against my will, through two powerful tools. I am apparently free, but with mind reading and ultrasounds especially, they can prevent me to do many things. I can't have any hobby. I can be even prevented to buy whatever, like a car or something like that, and I can't have any girlfriend and any friend. So I am just isolated and at the same time persecuted and judged and stalked the way that I have, according to their view, to stop claiming my democratic rights, which is all you have, the same you have, and comply their will, which is absolutely anti-democratic, racist, and against human rights, naturally unlawful. So, why this is can be possible? That all the world accept something like that, which is not in any way democratic and acceptable. Not only in democratic countries, but no country in the world, in my opinion, could ever say they accept that a human being can be owned by another human being for whatever reason. This is impossible wherever you go in the world. So they but managed to have this permission, which is illegal, because they said I was dangerous. At the same time, they didn't prove my dangerousness. They, so to say, they managed to convince people through their expertise as psychiatrists and psychologists that in their view their science said some clues had brought them to utter this type of diagnosis, that I was dangerous, even though apparently they admitted I wasn't. So I now, today, want to point out to this particular issue. Because, you know, we are surrounded by an astonishing number, and apparently it is increasing, of criminal doing. They are around us, criminals of every kind, horrifying ones, and people who are thought to be regular, that all of a sudden burst in a criminal behavior because of something which has happened in their lives. Or even people who are criminals because they live in a criminal environment. And we know 99% they are going to make something wrong, up to kill someone. We are surrounded with such type of people who kills, who are drug dealers, who commit horrifying crimes, being under drug. So to say, you naturally have heard about drink driving and about people who became violent after taking drugs like cocaine or something like that, and people who burst in uncontrolled behavior, killing their girlfriend frequently because they are jealous as not their girlfriend or wives, but even children, their sons and daughters. And these people are thought to be sound. When they are charged with something, they just maintain their democratic rights. They can have a lawyer, they will have a democratic legal trial, and they can defend themselves against the charges. But these people have done something wrong, up to kill someone, and many times in a horrifying way. Now, they are sound. They are taught to be sound, even though in some cases I think they aren't in any way, but they are taught to be sound in our community, as this type of behavior is widespread. Okay. And they, as sound people, maintain their democratic rights. Now, we have to speak about me. Not about mentally ill people, generally speaking, in a democratic country, especially in Italy, which is one of the most advanced in treating mentally ill issues. In my case, I am thought to be something aside. Something which has to be rejected and treated differently. And differently means unlawfully at the highest level, and anti-democratically, against human rights, and in a very racist way. I but didn't do anything wrong throughout my life. At least not something over which I could be charged with. The only thing I did throughout my life against the law was to drive a car without a license. This is my only wrongdoing. And no one can say that I did something else, I did a crime. Nothing. Then you will agree with me that something especially wrong is happening. How can all the world accept this except that I am owned by a team of psychiatrists because my dangerousness, which has not been proved ever, while millions or billions of people around me throughout the world make big crimes, horrifying ones, killing and beating people everywhere, and they have to be treated according to democratic laws, at least in democratic countries, which is my case, So, just that, I wanted you to reflect on this. This is another among many of strange things which is happening in this trial. I am treated that way, in a way very oppressive against the law, to the extent that I am like in an apartheid, where all others, my countrymen, are treated according to democracy, while I am not. And I am not because my supposed dangerousness, which was not ever proved. So how can it be that real dangerous people are treated according to the law of democracy, and I have to be treated differently and in a very oppressive and authoritarian way, withdrawing my democratic right only because I am mentally ill? Which is not fair, this is just racist. But this is not all. In the official world, mentally ill people are treated according to the law. And they are treated as sick people, not a dangerous one. Even though they can be dangerous, they are treated firstly as sick people. People who have a disease, not people who are dangerous. And psychiatrists now, in the official world, at least in Italy, where I live, are proud to say they aren't any policemen and their facilities aren't prisons. They only want to take care as professionals of health of their patients. So, what is going on? Why I have to be treated in a very different way, which is absolutely unlawful to the highest extent, while all others aren't? This is something you have to agree with me, which is astonishing, unthinkable, unconscionable. This is something that has to be stopped. And I am just asking you to join me in this fight to regain my democratic rights, which I would like to outline are the same you have. I am not asking to have more than you have. Just the same you have, and the rights that you, living in a democratic country, never would think could be withdrawn from you. You never could think that someone can decide on your behalf what you can do from your money to buy that or something else. You can never think that anyone can have this authority. You can never think that anyone can decide what hobby you can have and if you can have a hobby. I am in this condition. This team of psychiatrists can decide what I can do and I can't. So, I think I gave you plenty of clues to reflect on, and I would be glad to see your comment below the video, and naturally to see you join me in this fight, which I think should be even your fight, because as Democrats, I think you will have the duty and you will be proud to help a person who is said does not deserve your own rights, which the law instead allows me to have. So, I thank you for watching. I will post some other videos to make you know the way I am living, which is absolutely unthinkable, absolutely absurd. I will tell you, and you will agree with me, that if this thing will be said officially, this could spark a big scandal, an outrage which will last for years and years, because what is happening is against the basic of our culture, at the top of which is our political system, which is democracy. I am just asking you to allow me to live in the same political system you live, in a democracy. Thank you for watching. See you next time.